Sup, we're back with some more paranormal, spooky, and strange TikToks. We're gonna change it up a bit today. We have the ghost tube over here going, so I'm not sure if this house is haunted. I haven't really seen anything strange. If it's going too crazy, I'll just mute it during the video. But I figured it'd be a fun way to change things up, see how it goes. Spirits, if y'all are here, do not go too crazy and talk all the way through these TikToks. Some of them we gotta listen. I will mute you. You got it?
Will you be easy?
Okay, you'll be easy. Yeah, laugh track. There you go. This is for fun. Yeah, let's get into it.
At around 10 p.m., two sisters return home to pick up something that one of them needs.
Hurry up.
According to Pink Nemesis, who sent me this video, her little sister needed to pack some clothes for a sleepover that she was running late to. But just moments before coming inside, they noticed something rather unusual on the sidewalk across from their house. Apparently, they had found a shopping cart filled with creepy-looking dolls. Curious, they check out the cart for a quick minute before immediately rushing to the house to get what they came for. But during this footage, which was caught on their doorbell camera, they record something completely unexpected. This is what they caught.
We just need to go and get your something. I don't know. Shut up. Hurry up.
I don't go to your house and mess with your shit, so don't mess with mine.
All right, lady.
As it seems, the shopping cart they were checking out earlier belonged to this lady. For this reason, she walks in and yells at them for touching her stuff, some of which are pretty creepy. But there's something else in this footage that's just as unsettling, and it happens during the time she's inside. On the hallway floor, a black, shadow-like figure darts across. It's hard to make out what this is since it moves quickly, but whatever it might have been, it seems to have no distinct outline. It just seems to be a black mass of something. However, it appears not once, but twice on this property. On the second time it appears, it's seen running across the front yard. Now Pink says that she has seen this figure before outside her home on multiple occasions at night. She initially thought it was just a black cat scurrying away. Given that she often leaves out food for stray cats, she was thinking this was just one of them.
You've seen it outside, but now you done saw it inside, so whatever it was, you let it in by leaving that door open. Not to mention you let the crazy lady come in when y'all ran inside after messing with the dolls out here.
But seeing this footage, perhaps something else was captured. Now she has yet to share this footage elsewhere, but until then, she has no explanation for what was caught. As with all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Just what exactly was caught on camera?
I'll leave the door open when I'm just running into the house sometimes to grab something. I think a lot of people do that, but maybe not do that after you just found a shopping cart full of creepy dolls and there's a crazy woman walking around that owns those dolls. I was not expecting a woman to walk in like that. Yeah, just holding up the doll. I do not come into your home and mess with your stuff. She's weird as hell though. Talk about hell, it's being a ghost and you're stuck in Walmart for all eternity. I mean, at least you'd have a lot of people to watch.
I stumbled upon this
random church down a trail. I don't mess with no demonic spirits. If there's any negative evil right now near me, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I'm not taking it with me. You ain't coming home with me. Unless you gonna help me pay bills, you ain't coming home with me. Oh Lord, I rebuke that in the name of God. I'm getting up out of here. Look. Oh, I might be white, but I ain't dumb. I'm getting up out of here. This is how the white guy dies in every movie.
I'm white and dumb, so I would be in there in a heartbeat. I'm gonna have to go up to West Virginia just to take all these hiking trails. There seems to be all kind of cool places that people find up in the apps.
He is supported by.
Hey, I'm Jake. It's nice to meet you. Yo, G, that sleeveless plaid shirt is straight banging, and you flexing that smokular build like a boss, no cap. And that watch on your wrist? Iced out, nephew. You got that clean drip locked down, you dig? For real, you radiate that big boss energy, my dude. Serious expression, but you looking hard.
Hey, bro. Period.
That laugh, what the hell? I need a robot like this to follow me around and just hype me up all the time. It kind of sounds like the Macho Man during his rap days.
I just called the police. Get out front of my door. This is the last time I'm gonna tell you. Get out front of my door right now. The police on the way. Go.
Just days after this happened, Jasmine records a video and points out something that makes this whole encounter even creepier.
In the 3 years that I've lived here, I have never seen this door come open. Ever. Like, you can't. But in the video, you saw the door just came open. Who opened the door? Like,
So it's supposed to be locked?
look at it. Like, pitch black.
I mean, you should unlock it, go through
Make
that.
it make sense. Like, how?
This whole occurrence is pretty strange. It's what happens next that's by far the most unsettling. This is where things start to get pretty weird, because after reaching out to property management and getting someone to open up this door, this happens.
Okay, y'all, so property management sent somebody up to come take a look, so I'm gonna let him do what he do, and I'm gonna stay back here. You say the light works? Y'all, he said the light works. Oh, Lord. What is that? He's over here. Y'all. What the hell is going on? Y'all see all these little kids? She had put kids' shoes up in there. Those frozen Elsa boots, whatever you want to call it. Those boots are my daughter's.
Ooh, that's creepy. Somebody's just going around collecting kids' shoes? What the hell? That's so weird. Look at all of them. There's like 40 or 50 pairs of shoes here. Get that guy out of here. Even the ghost had to open the door. Like, who the hell is this lady talking to? What's going on out here?
Clear.
That shoes thing is weird. I would call the cops. I think this might be a person, and it's the camera causing this effect as they're walking. But then again, it looks like a woman walking with like one of them old Victorian dresses. If I ever end up a ghost, I hope this is where I end up. As long as I can shoot the basketball, just put me on a basketball court. I'll be happy. Ball is life. Ball is afterlife. Jesus. What the hell? It sounds like it's Wednesday, my dudes. Guy. I was not expecting whatever that is to walk out that door. It's like straight out of that game, Outlast. That's creepy as hell. And the way it's moving, it's like...
Did you know that there's 3 things that will be revealed after our deaths that exist now?
What do you mean?
What?
There is a letter from Queen Elizabeth written to the mayor of Sydney, and she says, please don't open this letter until 2085. It's being held in a secret vault in Sydney, Australia.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
What could be that important?
Don't know.
Just steal it. Somebody.
But then there's a movie called 100 Years, the movie you'll never see, starring John Malkovich.
Okay.
And it's to be released in theaters or to the public in 2115.
Really? Wow.
They filmed it in 2015, and no one will see it until 100 years goes by.
Lame.
That's kind of lame.
What if they know exactly what happens to us and they just made it?
What if John Malkovich is a time traveler?
Weird.
And then the last thing, which was super weird, Jackie Kennedy's bloody pink suit, the suit that she was wearing when JFK was shot, it's been held in a vault, secret. Like no one's allowed to see it. And they said they will release it to the public October 26, 2103.
Weird. Why? Why?
Did you know that there's 3 things that will be revealed after our deaths that exist now?
What do you mean?
The movie just sounds like they're just trying to be different, and there might not even be a movie, who knows? Or maybe Malkovich is a time traveler. The outfit for Jackie is weird though. Why would you wait to 2103 to release or be able to see that dress? We're doing some weird stuff out here.
Dude, what is that? Dude, what is that?
That's no mermaid. It's a siren. Different creature entirely. Sailors romanticize them. Half woman, half fish, singing songs about love. But a real siren doesn't sing to be heard. She sings to feed. See how she stays near the rocks. That's where she drags them. Slippery, jagged stone. Hard to scream when your lungs are filling with salt water. They don't kill for sport. They kill out of instinct. Lure you in, then pull you down. You die thinking you were about to be kissed. I can get rid of it, but it'll cost you. Sirens don't die easily, and I don't work for fish bones.
No, but for real, I think Key Largo has a mermaid statue on the beach, so I think that's what we're seeing here.
Can I help you?
Remember? We're friends.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember. Please get out. Please get out of my apartment. Please go of my apartment.
Hell?
A man who she doesn't know suddenly appears in her apartment. He most likely walked in after seeing the door was unlocked. Now, while it's unsure if they caught him, viewers are completely baffled by something else in this video. Somehow, the door opens on its own right when Jeanette is heading towards it. In the heat of the moment, she didn't realize this until much later, when despite this terrifying encounter, nothing would prepare her for what occurred.
She was trying to get away from whatever the hell that was.
I have no words to explain this. While trying to record a cute video with her cat, this happens.
Love animals, but at this point, you gotta forget that cat and just come back. It'll be okay. Whoa. Yeah, if I was a woman, I would be more scared of whatever the hell this is. This man that just come in your house. Even the ghost was like, hell no, I'm out of here. It was open the door and just went out. Weird mark. Like, what even is that? It doesn't look like handprints or nothing. That would be so cool to see in person. I don't know crazy man coming into my house, but seeing this just randomly pop up on like a couch cushion or your bed would be scary, but it would also be cool. I want to experience something like that. I am loco.
Video was submitted to me by Rachel K, who works at a retirement home where something very strange was recently caught on camera. The story goes that a few days ago, a cleaning crew was sent to clean the second floor of this building. They were sent there to clean up the rooms, but most importantly, a pile of cat litter that a child had accidentally dropped while visiting their grandma. So as requested, they cleaned up the second floor. But right when they were halfway done cleaning up, this happens.
Yeah, the vegetarian vegan will be like, no cheese.
Oh, that's disgusting. Or the vegan cheese.
Or the vegan cheese. That would be...
Y'all see it? I'm not the only one that heard that.
Why did he say it like that? I'm not the only one who heard that.
Well, there was this one time when I was in this hallway and
I'm leaving her behind. That lady was walking for her life.
Out of nowhere, what looks like footprints suddenly appear on the carpet. No other footprints appear anywhere else except here. This is interesting considering the color of the prints. They look quite similar to the coloration of the cat litter. Seeing how close it is to the cat sand, it doesn't seem far-fetched to think that a pair of feet had set foot on the powdery substance. But the question is though, just how exactly did a pair of footprints appear without there being someone present? Earlier, the group had heard a strange noise from down the hall. Then moments later, they rush out in a panic frenzy after hearing a loud noise. Rachel K, the person who sent me this, thinks that the noise had some connection to the footprints. After all, the second floor of this retirement home is thought to be haunted. Whether or not this explains the footprints remains inconclusive, but as with most videos, you be the judge. How exactly did the footprints manifest on the carpet?
I'm sorry, I have to do this.
We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
I could definitely see a nursing home being haunted. The way they were acting was kind of weird. I don't know. They kind of look like actors. We need to see the video of them coming back and seeing the footprints. That's all it would take. I would open the door in a heartbeat, get got by a vampire, or become one.
Okay, so y'all, I saw this post that basically says that the Vampire Diaries is actually based on a true story, and it reminded me of the time my boyfriend broke up with me, so I booked a flight to Spain. And I met this girl. So, I arrived in the beautiful city of Malaga, walking around, romanticizing my depression, and I decided to go to a tapa bar, to get drunk of course, and I meet this girl named Sophia. Now, Sophia was really cool. She was like from a village in Eastern Europe or something like that, and one thing leads to another, and we start having really weird conversations. So she's into like astrology, and we're talking about reincarnation and like woo-woo stuff like that, and out of nowhere, she's like, my grandma thinks that vampires are real. And I'm like, tell me everything. And she tells me a story about this man in her hometown who apparently lives in like this really old house. And he's lived there since her grandma was a kid, and he's never aged. Sophia said that apparently this guy looks like he was about 40 years old, but Sophia's grandmother said that he had looked 40 years old since she was Sophia's age. Now at this point, we're getting pretty drunk, and Sophia is like, yeah, I met him. And the weirdest thing happened. She said she shook his hand one time and she felt like all of the energy literally left her body. So she went home and told her grandma, and basically her grandma told her that he is a vampire, stay away from him, and vampires that suck on blood aren't real, but the vampires who feed on your energy are. So I drunkenly stumble back to my Airbnb and I cannot get this story out of my head. So what do? I do what I do best. I start doing research. And my research led me to this guy, Count of Saint Germain. This man is fucking weird. Let's talk about it. So as you can see, this is a real person. He is a European aristocrat. He was a diplomat, a composer, an alchemist, you name it. But here's the kicker. People would meet him like decades apart from each other and he never aged. Some people say that he even lived over a century and he never changed. His energy, his looks, nothing ever changed. So they got me thinking, is the random man in Sophia's village and this guy connected? Do they like know the same secrets? I don't know. I did more research. And I found out what this guy and the guy that Sophia told me about might have tapped into. So I fell into this rabbit hole of real life psychic vampires. And basically, these vampires feed on what could be called many different things. Energy, prana, chai, sorry. And they draw this energy from crowds, from sex, from emotion. And in a sense, they develop this cheap kind of energy that doesn't require sleep or food, or calories. They just take it from others. Real life energy vampires. And I found out that vampires throughout the centuries are actually more aligned with this version than the ones that like suck your blood. And yeah, that's the story. Imagine being stuck on this earth forever. Ew.
A little bit about Saint Germain. He was like rich. Apparently people never saw him eating in public. And yeah, people saw him decades apart, apparently. As people said, they saw him even in like the 1970s. There's something in New Orleans about Jacques Saint Germain, who was supposedly a descendant of him, that threw like lavish parties in the French Quarter and stuff. There was even one woman that claimed that he bit her or something like that. Paranormal or not, I definitely believe in people who drain your energy.
One of the best ways to drain people's energy nowadays is via the internet.
I literally ran mind control experiments called MK Ultra. It's not just a theory, it's declassified. There's hidden civilizations beyond Antarctica. We sunk the Titanic in order to create the Federal Reserve. Operation Mockingbird changed journalism forever. The media is not just news, it's narrative. Our presidents are just puppets. We are in the middle of a spiritual war consisting of soul level warfare and energy manipulation. The Matrix was a documentary and we're living in the Truman Show. Who said that?
So the NBA rigged the 1985 draft where the Knicks, cold envelope, bent corner, whatever you believe, Jordan's first retirement. Some say it was a secret gambling suspension. The Kings got robbed in 2002 Western Conference Finals. LeBron's hairline, government-funded regeneration trial. Kyrie thinks the earth is flat. Shaq backed it up. And don't even get me started on the theory that league pushes Game 7s for ad revenue. Oh, and remember when the Cavs got the #1 pick 3 out of 4 years? Coincidence? Please. Why are we talking backwards? What is this trend? What the hell? We're too invested in our phones. Look, she's just scrolling through her phone. Up. And then you got this demon right here just staring at you, moving its head back and forth, all creepy. Hear that, spirits? You can just walk around like you want to. Show yourself. Probably won't see you because we're too busy scrolling on our phones, watching TikToks.
Earlier this year, we moved into a deceased estate, and since then, my 3-year-old daughter has developed an imaginary friend. And the way that she talks about this imaginary friend is not the way you would imagine a 3-year-old girl to be talking about someone that has been made up in her mind. He's not like a wizard. He's not riding a unicorn. His name is Joe, and he sounds like the most standard middle-aged man I've ever heard of. The way she talks about him is that he lives here as well. He likes working on his car. He has 2 children, which I know about the family that we bought this from, that they did have 2 children. And she said he wears a red shirt and black gardening gloves. And our house is on a massive bush block. So if you lived here, you would need to be a gardener, or you would need to be doing gardening a lot of your time. And just the things that she says about him has me a little bit freaked out. That she says that he lives here, but he's also spent a lot of time in hospital. She also mainly interacts with him downstairs, which is where I am now, which is kind of like the Very messy. Very, very messy. But it's kind of like the original creepy section of the house. So I don't know what to do with this information. And she's 3. Like, this is the first time she's ever had an imaginary friend, and you'd think it would be like a fairy unicorn or something, but it's not. It's the most standard middle-aged man, and he sounds like a real dude. And I now think that I have to go back through births, deaths, and marriages and figure out what the name of the guy was that lived here. Because if his name is Joe, I'll tell you right fucking now, we're moving out. I will not be living here anymore. In saying that though, if he is willing to give me free childcare, then he can stay.
Yeah, this sounds more like a spirit instead of an imaginary friend. Joe sounds pretty chill though. He sounds like a good guy. He's keeping your daughter busy while you can do stuff around the house.
Wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. Joe's wonderful. I never had an imaginary friend as a kid.
True.
I don't think so. I don't remember it if I did.
No, I know.
But Joe sounds chill.
Okay, my loves. This was sent in to me by an adventurer. He said he was headed towards his deer stand in the back 40 of his yard when he saw this. At first, he didn't record it. He took off, and then he got the nerve to catch it because he didn't think anybody would believe him. And so he recorded it real fast and then took off again. I'll freeze frame it so you guys can get a better look. Check it out. Let me know what you think.
It's Frank. It looks like Frank from Donnie Darko. Maybe a little darker than Frank. I think this is just somebody clearly squatting in the woods with a Halloween mask on.
Yo, where are the 2005, 2007, 2010 ghosts? Where are they at? Why are only ghosts before the 20th century haunting people? Why every time you go on a ghost tour, right? Because they're rooted in history, which, that kind of answers half of my question. But, like, why is it only ghost tours of, like, ghosts or from the Revolutionary War or some shit like that, or, like, from slavery, like slavery ghosts that are coming back to haunt people, and they have a... Right? Like, did ghosts stop haunting people? Like, is that like a old school thing, right? Like, is it only the old school ghosts that like to haunt people and shit like that? Did ghosts like lose interest in haunting people after like 1901?
Here with me. Did I just hear MySpace?
Then we will.
This is something I've always wondered as well. Like, where are the 2000s ghosts? Back in your basement? I would love to hear like an EVP and the ghost just be like, "What's up?" Yeah, laugh track. Then you would know you have a 2000s ghost.
Ma, where you going looking like Jeepers Creepers? Ma.
Oh man.
Mama, Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get that?
She does kind of have the Jeepers Creepers fit on though. Oh, that's funny.
Look like.
Collecting souls in her Walmart bag.
There's a witchy trend going around right now, and I just saw it from Charmcaster is his name. And in his video, he wrote, apparently whenever you look up witchcraft in your search bar, whichever creator comes up first is supposed to be your mentor. So I decided to feed my own delusions and go through his comment section. And there were a couple people who wrote Anastasia. The problem with that is that I don't know if they're talking about me or if they mean the other Anastasia who has over 500,000 followers. And I forgot about her page. I'm not even gonna lie, because the only reason why I remembered is because when I clicked on one, because I saw people responding to this particular comment, I saw Anastasia herself respond. So I was like, well, maybe they're not talking about me. But then I gotta remember who the fuck I am. You're talking about me. I'm just kidding. That's what all love. I'm not trying to be weird. Remember my manifestation. I am one of the top spiritual creators on social media. Remember, that's what I say to my water. So who knows? Until somebody actually tags me in those videos, then we'll know if it's me or not.
Okay, I only looked down to see how much time was left in the video. Challenge was tough, but I think I did well.
But here's the link.
So whoever pops up is supposed to be your witch mentor. I'm gonna go by the video. So we're gonna go with Spiritual Soapy. You're my witch mentor. What are you showing us here? Don't drink that. Okay, Soapy, I guess you gotta be my mentor and show me how to make witch oils. You gotta walk straight past the chinchillas. They'll get you every time.
Are you upset you're not getting any pizza?
You better give him some pizza. Huh? Quitting what? Oh, I didn't realize what that is. You did not stick Patrick up your bikini bottom. Oh my God. Poor Patrick. Look at him. He looks devastated. Okay, with that, I think we are done for this video. Good Lord. Until the next one. Peace out. The wind's howling.